doubt. Everybody jump to the beat right now.
The Arizona Pickleball League, presented by Jigsaw Health. Welcome to Tuesday Night Pickleball at the Orchard.
Welcome, Arizona Pickleball family. We are here live at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. I am really excited for what we have in store today. It feels like a playoff atmosphere. Maybe it is a playoff atmosphere. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Michael Kajuta. Michael, how you doing today?
Michael Kajuta.
Michael, oh my gosh.
That's okay. Michael Lloyd.
I'm looking at Kyle. Michael Lloyd.
Kyle and I are very close, so a lot of times people mix us up. That's okay. Happy to be in the company of that pickleball guy, but super excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, going into today, I'm really looking forward to how this day will turn out. I know we both have our own predictions, but I'm just excited for a close game. The first time these guys played in preseason, we had quite a barn burner, so I'm looking forward to that again.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. Fun, two really good teams, lots of talent on both sides.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people have both these teams at the top of the league, obviously below the Peoria Pythons, but
yep.
They're two great teams, and we're going to see some great pickleball tonight.
Absolutely. So let's go into what's different about the Orchard and our scoring format. As you will see here, we do 4 15-minute quarters. 2 mixed doubles will start the day off. We'll go into our women's doubles and then finish off with men's doubles. Scoring is cumulative. You may look at it kind of like football with the 4 quarters and the score never stopping. You only score on serve, though. This is not rally scoring. And there is a 2-minute drill every quarter. This means that the clock will stop every single time the ball is out of play in the final 2 minutes of every single quarter. Jumping into our team lineups, we will start here with the Tempe Tornadoes. We are led by Cimarron Gonzalez, the captain, the Rock. Also, Kyle Kajuta, that pickleball guy, teaming up with Dana Ragas today in mixed doubles, and then Craig playing with Cimarron. Really excited to see how these pairings match up against the Scottsdale Scorchers. As we talk about the Scorchers, we got Michelle Key. She will be teaming up today with Kaden Niemoff. I'm excited to see how these teams match up again. Pessa and Haley Newman will match up, and I think that this is going to be something that watching Pessa's left hand in the middle, the Tempe Tornado's got to be watch out for. So let's go into actual player profiles. And Michael, why don't you start with Cimarron Gonzalez?
Yeah, Cimarron Gonzalez, team head player. She's a crafty lefty, likes to mix around her speed ups, and she'll pop off with the hands at just about any time. Really fun player to watch and really fun player to play with. So
absolutely,
Craig's going to be having a good time tonight.
Absolutely, and I know that you can also lead us right into this player coming up, Kyle Kazuda.
Yeah, Kyle's a guy I've spent a lot of time with on court, both in the tournament setting as well as in practices. I played pretty much all of my first pro tournaments with Kyle. Really good player all around. I think he's got amazing defensive abilities. He's able to scramble really well and get you back into a point, back to neutral. But he's also got lightning fast hands, really good on the counters. You have to be very careful when you're taking it to him and make sure that you hit a good spot. This
is absolutely true. Kyle's very fun to be around. He's one of the best personalities in the game. Everyone loves to be around Kyle, so it's just he's an all-around great player and great person, so we're lucky to have him on the court today. Let's jump into Dana Raugust. Dana is a rock star. A lot of people are touting her as possibly the best women's player right now in Tuesday Night Pickleball. This is because of her dominating performance week 1, and watching her play and playing with her, and we've talked about it before, some people may not call her like the flashiest player, but she's arguably the most solid. She has great decision making, so it always allows her to be in a good position and really take advantage of the situations that she puts herself in.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better.
Then we're moving into the best smile in Tuesday Night Pickleball, Craig the Legend Johnson. Craig is known for his athleticism, big time player. Nobody wants to get in a cross-court dink battle with Craig. He's just really an all-around great player. He's got great counters as well, so let's watch out for that big pop on the counter. He's looking for that, and so I'm excited for him going into that, but I'm also excited to see how he plays mixed, because he doesn't play mixed very much, but I think that as Tuesday Night Pickleball starts coming around, we're going to see him getting more and more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's definitely more of a men's doubles player, but I think has a skill set that will translate really well into mixed.
Very much so. Let's go on over to the Scottsdale Scorchers, led by Michelle Key. She arguably could be the what I call maybe the person to watch tonight. She has the ability to put balls away. She's got a big backhand coming from that racquetball, and her decision making is sometimes you wonder, but at the same time, she'll pull off some shots that you weren't thinking that she'd ever hit. So it's just one of those things where it's high risk, high reward, and when she's playing awesome, fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an X factor, some would say.
An X factor is a great way to put that. Let's move into, I believe, Pessa Tioni. Pessa is coming off 2 weeks ago a win in the APP Mesa with Andre Diescu. And you know what? I'm really excited to watch Pessa play tonight with, he'll team up obviously in men's with Caden, but he's also going to play with Haley Newman, the sister of Riley and Lindsay. So Pessa's always a great athlete. He's a competitor, and he's going to come out here and give it his best. So tonight, it's going to be very fun. Haley Newman will be next. Haley Newman is next, but Haley actually, she left. She's going to get prepared somewhere else outside of the building. Some say that she went to get her secret sauce. We don't know what it is, but Haley's. We're looking forward to seeing Haley tonight. She's teaming up with Pessa in that mixed doubles. But you know what? Her game reminds me very much of the Riley Newman and Lindsay Newman. She's very, very consistent, very solid, and you know what? You might actually think Hayden has his arm around her right now, apparently. No, you might actually think that you're watching Lindsay and Riley, just the way they play. They're so similar.
Yeah.
So very fun to watch. And then last but not least, Kyle, or oh my God, I'm just screwing up tonight. Michael,
I'll take it away.
Take it away.
Caden Niemoff, great player, fun to watch, a lot of flash, a lot of style. He's also a guy that, maybe sometimes the decision-making can be up and down, but I think that also leads to a lot of really fun, exciting shots. He's really athletic, going to be earning all over the place, tons of ATPs. It's always fun watching Caden Niemoff for sure.
Yeah, Caden, sometimes I say the only person that can beat Caden is Caden.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think if he's locked in and dialed, he's got so much talent, so many kind of weapons at his disposal. So if he's dialed and making all the right choices, it's going to be hard to beat him.
Absolutely. And now, with Tuesday Night Pickleball starting in about a minute, let's talk to our fans. You guys, we're really looking forward to you guys joining us on the Patreon. Watch TNP.com, become a patron, and you know what? It's best to be on there. It's $2.50 a week, basically, because it comes out to about $10 a month. It's worth it. This is one of the best environments to watch pickleball. These guys are unbelievable. These are pro players. If that's what we're calling it, all these players tonight that we are watching will play on the pro circuit, especially the men's players. And you know what? It's some of the best pickleball you can find, not just in Arizona, but around the country. So
absolutely. We've got one of the funnest formats and also to watch it in.
Absolutely.
So, I'm excited for this matchup, and we'll enjoy some really good stuff.
So we're definitely going to be excited to get this game going here, and I'm looking forward to watching the intros and getting this game kicked off. We'll be back right after this.
It's about time to get it going here in the Orchard.
Tuesday Night Pickleball is brought to you by Jigsaw Health. It's fun to feel good. Fat Tire, the official beer of Tuesday Night Pickleball. Onyx Durafast 40, the official ball of the Orchard. Pickle Roll, just say no to cracks.
My name's Kyle Kazuda, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. My sport background is basketball. I played all the way through college. In basketball, the movements are similar, and more specifically, if you ever try to lob me, it's a horrible decision, because I have a 48-inch vertical leap. I can't help it. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was the score. I actually still don't know how to keep score, but I just watch my partner and they tell me where to stand. My name is Kyle Kazuda, and I play on the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Dana Rogest. I started playing pickleball in 2020. Growing up, I played competitive women's hockey and a year of college tennis, which led me into pickleball. My play style is slow and steady, an occasional dumb mid-court attack. So get ready to see that tonight. My name is Dana Rogest, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Craig Johnson, and I started playing pickleball in 2020. I played mainly tennis growing up and in college. Yeah, I'm what some would call a banger, I guess. Not my wife, but I'm just kidding, About a month in, I was playing in a cash game. The first matchup we had was two people named Riley and Lindsay. We ended up losing 11-0 in about 3 minutes. At that point, we decided we got two ways to go. We either never pick up a paddle again, or we completely devote our lives to pickleball, and here we are. My name is Craig Johnson, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Cimarron Gonzalez. I started playing pickleball in 2015. My play style would be described as unorthodox and awkward. The inside out shot that I have, I tend to pull my elbow in instead of keeping it away from my body, so it looks very awkward. It works, kind of. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was my backhand. and still is. My name is Simran Gonzalez, and I play for the Tempe Tornadoes.
My name is Michelle Key, and I started playing pickleball in 2016. Growing up, I played racquetball. I played on the U.S. junior team, and I continued my career on the Pro Tour. My play style is all about having fun, hitting the ball really hard, and I love going back and forth across the net. I love any speed ups and all that. That's right in my wheelhouse. And they know it. The funniest moment I've ever had playing pickleball was being 8.5 months pregnant with a son. And I went to go for a ball and I lunged, and the lady in the crowd was besides herself because she thought I was gonna fall. I turned to her after the rally and I said, next time I'll dive. And she just was mortified. My name is Michelle Key and I play for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
My name is Pessa Teoni. I started playing pickleball in 2017. Growing up, I played soccer and rugby. My play style is a little bit too aggressive. I think it comes from rugby. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle is control. So most of the time, I'll try too hard and no control. My name is Pessa Teoni, and I play for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
My name is Haley Newman, and I started playing pickleball in 2019. Growing up, I played softball, basketball, soccer, and anything else that we got roped into playing with my brothers and sisters. I got into pickleball because my sister Lindsay had met a super cute guy at the court. We were living together at the time, and goes, hey, you need to learn pickleball because there's this super cute guy I want to set you up with. Set your alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow because we're playing pickleball. I was like, okay. So we did. I went out there after a long time of us kind of going after him. He finally agreed to date me, and now we're married. Lindsay literally made me learn pickleball to date Bo. Yeah, now we're married for 9 months. How wild. My name is Haley Newman, and I play for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
My name is Caden Niemoff, and I started playing pickleball in 2017. Growing up, I played golf, but in 2010, I got to watch the San Francisco Giants win their first World Series in 56 years, and immediately became a baseball player and played baseball competitively all the way up to college. When I first started playing pickleball, my biggest struggle was the control part of pickleball. That probably came from golf and baseball, just trying to hit the crap out of the ball every time. The funniest moment in pickleball that I've ever had was playing in a tournament against Deckel Barr and Adam Stone. Second point in, Deckel hit an overhead straight into my, My name is Caden Niemoff, and I play for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
Jigsaw Health. It's Tuesday night pickleball. Orchard! Are you ready to bring out the Arizona Pickleball League? Well, let's start with the Tempe Tornadoes and your captain, number 8, Cimarron Gonzalez. Number 10, Kyle, that pickleball guy, Kazuda. Number 18, Dana Rogest. And number 14, Craig Johnson. Let's bring out the Tempe Tornadoes. NATO Nation representing tonight. How about the Scottsdale Scorchers? Are you in the building, Scorchers? Well, let's bring them out, starting with captain, number 18, Michelle Key. Number 21, Pesateoni. Number 3, Haley Newman. And number 5, Kaden Nemo. Let's bring out the Scottsdale Scorchers to the Orchard. Let me hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are able, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare
Welcome to Tuesday Night Pickleball at the Orchard. Instead of the traditional scoring format, tonight's match will be settled over the course of 4 quarters. The first quarter and the second quarter will be mixed doubles. The third quarter will be women's doubles, and the fourth quarter will be men's doubles. Each team's points will be cumulative throughout the entire match, and the team with the most points at the end of 4 quarters will be the winner of the match. Each quarter will last 15 minutes. The game clock will run continuously for 13 minutes, unless a team or the referee calls a timeout. During the last 2 minutes of each quarter, the clock will only run when the ball is in play. Points can only be scored on serve, just like traditional scoring. If the match is tied at the end of 4 quarters, then overtime will be played. Jigsaw Health presents the Arizona Pickleball League at the Orchard. Enjoy tonight's match.
Welcome back to the Orchard. We have just a minute or two before we start. Michael, give us your keys to the match.
I think we're going to be looking towards the Scottsdale Scorchers a lot. They've got a lot of players who can get hot and cold, specifically Kate Niemoff and Michelle Key. I think both of those are really good, solid offensive players, and if they can kind of pick their moments correctly, I think they've got a shot. Kind of across the board with the Tempe Tornadoes, a lot of them are really solid, going to make good shot selections. Cimarron's the only one who I think can kind of get, up and down. The rest of them, I think, are pretty neutral. You know what to expect from those guys. So I'm looking at Michelle and Caden as kind of the X factors for today.
Yeah, I love to hear that. And, right now we're starting with Pessa and Haley Newman on the Scottsdale Scorchers side, and we have Cimarron Gonzalez and Craig for the Tempe Tornadoes. Do you see one of these lining up better against the other? What do you think?
I don't know. It's a really interesting matchup, especially with the lefty dynamic of Pesa, but we also have a lefty in Cimarron as well. I think a lot of it is going to depend on how much court Pesa can swallow up. If he's moving well and picking his spots in the middle, I think I give them the slight edge in this mixed matchup.
I like that. I can't argue with what you just said. And Pesa does have a little bit more mixed experience than Craig does. So this is going to maybe pay off for them here coming up shortly. But we are seconds away. They are looking for a ball, whatever ball is best. And we will get this party started here at the Orchard at Jigsaw. Before we start, for the fans back at home, watch TNP.com, become a patron. Please join us. It's $10 a month. There's 4 games or 5 games a month, so totally worth it. And you get to see some of the best pickleball players in Arizona every single Tuesday. Please join. Again, watch TNP.com. Join the Patreon.
Quarter 1, time in. 0-0-2. Boy.
Sometimes people don't think that these first few points are as important as the last few, but everyone is important today.
Yeah, especially in this cumulative scoring format, every point really, really matters.
Absolutely.
Side out. 0-1.
Good pressure by Pesa for the side out.
How are you?
First serve. Second serve.
This is a common theme here at Tuesday Night Pickleball. I think that getting the nerves out early, getting those first few drops in is important.
I like that take from Pesa. Already being aggressive in the middle, really establishing himself early.
That's a ball right there. I take Pesa on 9 times out of 10. Uh-oh. I wonder if he's going to play the body bag song.
Oh, here we go. We got our first one of the night.
I love that.
Good lead by Haley. One thing that I'm already noticing is Cimarron's being really aggressive, kind of planting herself in that Ernie position, getting going. Haley's going to have to really make sure that she's hitting her spots well if she's going to go down the line.
I like that.
Good finish by P. Pace up.
0-2. First serve. Second serve.
I really want there to be like a, I think it's from Step Brothers, where they go, more cowbell. I want someone to do that here with the cowbells that are out.
Point.
Just fine.
I do like Cimarron's thought process here to threaten Ernie all the time.
Point.
Yeah, totally agree. I think if Haley's going to be dinking straight up, Ernie's, if Haley's going to be dinking straight up, Cimarron's got to look to be aggressive with that Ernie position.
2-2.
Absolutely.
First serve. Replay. First serve. Second serve.
So one of my favorite things here at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health, we actually play squares as a crowd, you know. So there's a board that the crowd is actually able to play, and I actually asked them to get me the board so that when it gets closer to the end of the match, I will be able to know who's kind of in the running for the board. So I am excited for how this could play out, and it just kind of gives me something a little bit more to look forward to. But it does look like the board is sold out today, which is awesome.
Yeah. Just deep.
Point. Second serve.
Pretty impressive from Cimarron. I like what I see.
There's not a lot of times that I don't like a lob winner.
First serve.
I will always like a lob winner.
Just nice and clean.
Yeah.
Just deep. Good cover by Craig. But too good of speed up.
It's a great speed up, great spot. Pulling Craig a little bit more into the middle after putting two dinks out wide. I really like that.
Line out. 3-2.
So one thing to look for tonight will definitely be the quality of Craig Johnson's thirds. He's going to be looking to drive quite a bit of them. You'll notice that Cimarron's not always going to move forward, simply because Craig's not always trying to set up a shake and bake play, but more oftentimes is trying to get a short fit for him to drop instead.
Yeah, completely agree.
Really good pressure by Scorchers on that one, coming away with the point.
First serve.
You know, this is what the Scorchers. Well, can we first take a look at how different these past few points were than the first five? Just so many people getting more comfortable so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Already the level quickly progressing. Like you said in the beginning, a lot of players in this type of environment, you need to feel it out a little bit. You know, maybe you don't always play indoors. Maybe you don't always play in front of the crowd. Those are things to get used to, and already you're seeing them get acclimated.
Absolutely.
Side out. 2-4.
An early 4-2 lead for the Scottsdale Scorchers. Tempe Tornadoes on the one.
First serve. Point. First serve. First serve. Second serve.
A quick 2 points on that first serve.
Second serve.
We talked about it earlier. Cimarron being aggressive on that Ernie, and it's paying off for.
Yep, that very smart play. Noticing the patterns that Haley Newman is playing.
Ridiculous hands from Pesa to get away and get out of that one because he was in trouble.
People do not understand how hard that ball is coming back at him from Craig's ball, from Craig's paddle. Smart play. You gotta keep him home. Make sure that Pesa knows that he can't always creep over, and that's the first time he's done it today in one winner.
Right out.
And actually,
5-4.
So I'll tell you this now. I think that Pesa's gonna maybe get one of those opportunities, and he'll try to get one of them as well.
Yeah.
Keep Craig at home.
Point. First serve.
Nice deep return by Haley. Put pressure on Craig and got the unforced error.
Is it just me, or does the ball seem like it's coming off hot tonight?
Well, we do have a poppy paddle that Craig Johnson's playing with, that black ace. It comes off hot.
4-6. First serve. Point. First serve. Point. 5-0 win remaining. First serve.
I think it's 6. Yeah, 6-6. And there's Pesa's big left hand coming through the middle there.
I think Pesa needs to look to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm okay with him getting burned once or twice because of the offense that he can bring towards the middle.
You know what? I think that I agree completely because Pesa's the scariest when he's taking over a game.
100%.
Second serve.
Great drive behind Craig.
So we're
Scottsdale starting to put a couple of points together here. I've kind of noticed that in this this format, both as a player and as a spectator, how important it is to get points in bunches. With traditional pickleball scoring, it's not quite as important because you're going to a fixed score. But when you've got time on your side or time against you, it's important to kind of get as many points as possible.
Absolutely. So sitting on at 6-8 on the one, the Tempe Tornadoes take a timeout. Going to regroup a little bit. They just gave up a little bit of a 4-point run there. So far, what are you seeing, Michael, that you're noticing is kind of either a key for the Scottsdale Scorchers and why they're up by 2, or what is it that the Tempe Tornadoes need to change around?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think Scottsdale's playing their roles really well. Pesa looking to be aggressive. Haley looking to be more of the rock, defensive, resetting balls. She's got to understand that, pace is going to move in. Sometimes it's going to be complicated. Sometimes she's going to have to step back off the line. But they're playing their roles really well. For Tempe, I think they're going to have to test Pesa a little bit more, going behind him, keeping him honest so he can't swallow up that middle. And I also think Cimarron needs to continue to be aggressive with their Ernie position as well.
Yeah, I would really like Cimarron to threaten that Ernie even more.
Yeah.
Just put a little bit more pressure on that cross-court dink and get Craig involved a little bit more.
Yeah.
Might not be a bad idea, but going into this final 4 minutes, it's really anybody's quarter at this point. The most important thing that you can see from the Tempe Tornadoes is getting this next point, right? Like, you don't want to go down 3, 4, 5 points. Being able to make that gap, close it down a little bit before the 2-minute warning would be huge.
I agree.
Time in. First serve. Second serve.
Always tough coming out of the timeouts.
Second serve.
Very good pressure immediately.
Point. 3:35 remaining.
Yeah, if you are on Facebook for the first time tonight, please share with your friends. That'd be really awesome, especially for growing the players, growing the sport, and growing Tuesday Night Pickleball. We'd really love to have you guys share with whoever you know, whether they're pickleball people or not. We'd love it.
Yeah. Great attack by Haley there off the bounce. Not known for her off the bounce speed ups, but that was a really well placed one.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Second serve.
So you know what I liked about that previous speed up from Haley? She saw Sim go for an Ernie. She committed to the Ernie. As she's moving back in place, she gets that speed up right at her.
Yeah, it's really tough when you're moving back to kind of stay engaged like that. And Haley took advantage of it, just like Pesa took advantage of that high ball.
You know what? There's another one of those Pesa staying pretty active and staying looking for that poach.
Side out.
Yeah. And again, I'm okay with that. Pesa's got to, take the good with the bad and be aggressive in the middle. And sometimes that means you're going to have to see a ball or two go behind you.
First serve.
Absolutely. Coming down close here to the 2-minute warning. This will be the last point.
Wow.
Second serve.
Good point. Scottsdale choosing not to unwipe the stack there. Gave us a little bit of a different look for the first time tonight.
Absolutely.
With Haley in front of Craig.
And we are heading to the first 2-minute warning. I'm loving what we're seeing tonight so far, but we will be right back after this.
People have this conception that pickleball, that's an old person sport, but I don't think they realize how physically demanding it is with those quick bursts and long, grueling points. The first U.S. Open, I found myself cramping in 2 different events. When you start cramping, it's too late. And when I first started playing, I wasn't ready for that. The biggest difference I feel on the court with Jigsaw products is I'm not cramping at all. It gives you that mental confidence that your body's going to hold up. Jigsaw products will provide a lot of value to you both on and off the court.
Just don't look at the camera.
Okay.
I think you might have.
Pre-game rituals are very important. I'm sure you have some too.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Matt. Whoops. Should I ask a doctor? What kind of doctor? Foot doctor is all I have.
That concludes our first hydration break by Jigsaw Health. We have a 9-7 lead for the Scottsdale Scorchers. The Tempe Tornadoes are serving on the 2. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to our page, The Orchard.
Time in.
You'll have all of our podcasts, all of as much pickleball content as we possibly can get.
9-7.
And we are back into gameplay. Sim missing a crucial serve there to get back in it.
Yeah, that's one that's going to hurt. Ooh, Cimarron with the accidental, but she'll take it, drop shot.
I call that a miss hit winner. We love miss hit winners. Wow! Wow!
What did we just watch?
So you're telling me that Sim said, come on, in the middle of the point.
Yeah, we had a premature celebration.
Yeah.
Didn't throw Pesa or Haley off. They fight through it, come out with a ridiculous get, and then end up winning that point.
That was so awesome.
So awesome. How good was Haley in that point, getting them back to neutral? And
Unbelievable.
Pesa with some insanely athletic gets at the end.
So people don't understand this enough about pickleball, but playing your role is so important. So important. And Pesa wouldn't be in that point without Haley there.
Oh, absolutely not. Haley did a thankless job there. Just did all the meat and potatoes of the point.
Yep.
Pesa got all the flash, but we know without her, that point doesn't happen.
That's so good. What a play.
1 minute remaining.
And now look at this. They extend that 9-7 lead into an 11-7 lead, heading here into the final minute.
Great return. They're doing well with not even unwinding that stack and keeping both of the backhands.
I kind of like not unwinding that stack.
Yeah.
They've done very well with it, so
haven't lost a point.
49 seconds remaining. First serve. Foot fault. Point.
Caden Niemoff very excited about the foot fault. His team will take that.
Caden Niemoff, big foot fault cheer. We like that.
Great move.
12-7, 38 seconds remaining.
That's the Pesa we all love to see.
Yeah, getting a lot of free points here and not taking too much time off the clock.
You're exactly right.
Second serve.
And as soon as I say it.
It's one of the most important things, though, when you have the lead, to try to extend the lead as much as possible, but also not. And then when you're behind, let me finish after this point.
What are you saying, Dan?
So when you're behind, it's like, do you try to get those cheap, easy points really fast, or do you just give the ball right back? You know what I mean? So it's like this. It's weighing your options.
Yeah, I think it also comes down a lot to, taking a good look at yourself and knowing your style of play. If you're somebody that can rattle off quick points, whether it be a quick serve or a quick drive, then that's in your arsenal. And if you're somebody that normally needs to grind out points, then you probably need to stay true to that, right? Especially in the first quarter where you still have 3 other quarters to make up the league. Obviously, it's a little different in the 3rd and 4th, but yeah. Craig Johnson athleticism on display again, but still not enough.
Craig Johnson, known for his athleticism, just an unbelievable play, but Pesa still taking over the court.
Side out and end of first quarter.
Our first quarter comes to an end. 13. Pesa and Haley Newman can rattle off against the Tempe Tornadoes. They're looking for a statement game tonight. They're looking for a statement game, and we are heading into the second quarter with a 5-point lead for the Scottsdale Scorchers. We'll be right back after this.
Cody, just got to use a little finesse, man.
Finesse?
Finesse.
I need that booming frame, man. Yeah. Too far. Get out of here. Booming the shot.
Been rolling, waiting on video.
Action.
Wait.
Bad booming shot.
Sorry.
He dropped it like 2 feet when he said action. Waiting for audio. You want to go any slower? Cody, kick him in the butt.
All you folks at home, don't you worry, the laughs ain't gonna stop.
Welcome back to Tuesday Night Pickleball. We will be noticing this unbelievable surface that we're playing on. It is Pickle Roll. It is the official surface of the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. What an awesome surface and what an awesome company, coming out here and being able to give us a different surface that actually feels very real. And our second thing that we will be looking forward to for our people sitting at home is watchtnp.com for the Patreon. Become a patron, join our Patreon, and you'll probably, the free version will probably get cut off right after this, but it's watchtnp.com. You'll be able to find the link there. $10 a month, and it's the best pickleball in Arizona. I highly recommend doing it. These are going to be unbelievable matches, and we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, so every single game counts right now. All right, Michael, talk to us about the keys of the game and what we're about to watch.
Well, we're going to see Dana Ragas, who's kind of the rock of the Tempe Tornadoes, makes tons of good decisions out on court, partnering up with Kyle, who is a great player. But one of the biggest X factors, I think, tonight is Michelle Key, who is going to be looking to fire off some powerful shots. She likes to speed up the ball. She likes to get into the hands battles. She's got a monstrous backhand where she can really put pressure on people with. And I think she's going to be kind of the most important thing to watch in this matchup.
Yeah.
Caden as well. His shot selection will be important. How athletic, how big in the middle can he be, and how much pressure can he put on Dana?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the mixed matchup to watch. There's a little bit more unknown than the previous match, right? So, kind of more. I don't want to say it in a bad sound bad in any way, but maybe more exciting with a little bit more to some unknowns, maybe.
Yeah,
so
ton of unknowns.
It's going to be a great second quarter. But, there's a 5-point game, so what's the strategy? What's the difference in strategy than if it was, say, tied?
I mean, Tempe's got to make sure that they keep the ball on their side of the court. They don't want to give Scottsdale too many opportunities to score, so they'll be looking to stay smart, keep the ball as long as possible, and slowly kind of rack up those points.
Yeah. The one thing that I think you mentioned a little bit earlier, but that I will mention again is how important it is to, when you are able to get some points, making it not just 1, but maybe 2, 3, 4 points. So key, and you saw, Scottsdale Scorchers do that at the end there of the last quarter. They had 4 unanswered, but it's just so important because points are not easy to come by, especially not when you're playing against this level of competition. So when you're able to get them, you got to capitalize.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will have Dana and Kyle, I believe, starting on. I can't tell if they're going to go on the far side or not.
They should be on the near side.
The near side, okay. I'll tell you what, I think that if, or you know what, actually, there's something that I haven't mentioned yet. Our referees, let's give them a round of applause. Sitting at home, we got Brenda Alley, Leslie Shaughnessy, and the scorekeeper, the greatest of them all, the youngest official, tell me if I'm saying this right, the youngest officially certified referee in the world, Maddie Torrance, sitting next to us in the booth, scorekeeping with us. We're lucky to have them here, making this environment the most professional environment you can possibly get. So, everybody knows that if you just let Kyle and Caden call their own calls, they're gonna They're gonna cheat. They're obviously.
Yes.
Make no mistake, all those cheers were for our refs and our scorekeeper, not the players.
Yes, exactly. The most important people here.
Second serve.
Already we have
Second serve.
an aggressive play from the Scottsdale Scorchers coming out of the
absolutely
into the new quarter.
Let's watch Dana today, you guys. I'm just gonna tell you, sitting back at home on your couch, she is a privilege to watch. So please pay attention. She is so good,
Second serve.
and if she gets in a rhythm,
Second serve.
I might have to say goodnight, Scottsdale Scorchers. But we'll see. We'll see how she does.
Kyle with some impressive
Right out.
defense to extend that rally, but not
13-8.
enough.
It's that defense that you're talking about.
Yeah, very athletic, moves around the court very well,
First serve.
anticipates well.
Point. First serve.
These first few minutes, we always see them settling in. It's going to be those last 10 that I'm really looking forward to.
Good movement by Kyle there, putting some pressure on Michelle's dink.
You have an over-under on Ernie's this quarter between Caden and Kyle?
I'm going to peg them both at 2 Ernies each.
I like that.
So that was not an over-under. I apologize, but
it's okay. It's exactly what I was looking for.
Okay.
Second serve. Point.
These are the kind of free points Tempe can't really
16-8.
afford to be given away right now when they're down.
Absolutely.
Second serve. Point.
So what is it? Of the 3 points, or of the 4 points so far from this quarter, 2 of them has been missed returns.
Yep, absolutely right.
And yeah, again, that's not something that.
Side out. 8-17. First serve. Second serve.
Dana this weekend playing in her first
Second
pro
serve.
tournament. Great to see her. She actually got a pretty big win. I'll get back to you on that one for who they beat, because I'm blanking out right now. But I know that was they got a pretty good win.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but I do remember.
I believe it was
she
in
went 2-2 in her first pro tournament. That's a great accomplishment.
Pro women's doubles, yeah.
Second serve. That was good. It was good. It was good.
Caden having
Second
some
serve.
fun with the refs. Oh.
We have a challenge
This
for
could
the
be interesting.
outball.
Instead of being on the
Our current
2,
score is
17-8 on the 2, it could be 18-8 on the 1. Big call here.
Yeah, big difference.
The challenge chicken is our second favorite thing, because we like miss-hit winners, number 1.
Miss-hit winners.
Then challenge chickens, and then...
What's our number 3?
Probably clean winner lobs.
I do thoroughly enjoy a clean winner lob. Here's our replay.
Ooh, that might be out.
I think that ball's out. I think that ball's a little long.
We're gonna go to our head referee, and we're gonna have to see. Maddie Torrens over here, kind of telling us that she thinks it's out. That's our youngest certified referee. I'm curious if her call is going to line up here with our head referees, because Leslie and Brenda are sitting here. They're actually going through a tight debate, and I'm wondering if them talking more is them talking about how it's going to be back onto the 1 and it's going to be 18-8. Let's see.
Could be interesting.
After video review, the call was in. The ball was in.
Wow.
Ball was in.
Yes, 18.
So
Maddie was wrong.
So Maddie had to have been wrong.
Server one.
No, we're just messing with Maddie.
Maddie told us it was in.
Maddie told us it was in, and that's why she was pointing down,
Score is now
giving us the
18 to
safe
8
sign.
on
Guess
server
not enough
one.
definitive proof that that ball was out. So
That's exactly right.
So on the second serve.
On the 2. Big call. Can we get a live? Hey Kyle. Kyle, any comments on that? Kyle doesn't want to talk.
Kyle denied commentary.
No, it's Katie. You started at 17.
Oh. So Maddie was right.
The ball was out. So it's
Ball
a
was-
point. The ball was out. It's a point.
So there was a miscommunication. It was a miscommunication just happened. Totally good.
We are back on the 1 now.
So Maddie was correct, and the ball was out.
First serve.
Well done, Maddie.
Point.
Great drive by Caden. Good pressure.
Wow.
Hit a good spot on Dana.
Okay.
Now we're up by 11.
11-point game for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
Wow. Oh, I don't know if Caden even saw that ball and he's calling it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Second serve.
That was quite the defensive play. Sitting there on the... I think that...
Yes.
Toss the chicken.
Tossing the chicken. Another challenge.
There's a video challenge on the out call.
Regardless, great reactions by Kyle
Very-
Kazuda to even put that ball.
Very quick 2 challenges. And I'm really curious about what this one could be. Now, Caden got a little bit lazy on that put away.
Yes.
He could have smashed that.
Yeah.
Like, very hard.
He could.
He kind of went a little bit easy on it, put it at Kyle's feet. Kyle snags it and puts it to the side. Let's take a look at the replay.
Isn't that what it is? We just want to get it right.
Oh, it looks... What's your call here, Danny?
Maddie's giving me the out sign again.
Okay.
And I'm agreeing with her again. And
this is also not the best angle.
not the best angle, but it looks pretty clear to me.
Well, DJ Pickle's calling it
DJ
wide.
Pickle thinks that it's wide.
Wow. He's supposed to be unbiased. So I would trust his opinion.
I do too. I do too. Can we get a close up on DJ
This is a
Pickle?
much better angle here.
Oh yeah, I think that's wide. I do think that's wide.
I'm loving watching Caden do the dance on the replay.
That's wide, huh?
Kyle, you agree? What? This way. You agree? No.
Kyle Kazuda refusing that ball was actually out.
Yep. But Maddie Torin going 2 for 2 today. Here's the call.
The end call is overturned. The ball was out. That's a point. It's a
Another
point.
point.
It's a point.
So
the score is now 20.
very quickly,
20
the
to
score
8.
goes to 20 to
Caden is
8.
serving. On
Sitting
server
on the
2.
second serve. Wow, what a turn of events.
Server 1. See what's going to be server 2.
Server 1?
Here we go. Time in. First serve.
Yeah. Impressive.
Second serve. Second
So
serve.
far, 5 minutes into this quarter, great decision making from Caden
out.
and Michelle so far. Not a lot of misses, not a lot of crazy things happening, but playing very, very solid pickleball. Up 7-0 in this quarter too.
Absolutely. Really giving themselves a good position and a good chance going into this quarter.
Is Dana about to get into it? Dana's
Saw
getting
her
into it.
Signature tornado
We saw
celebration.
the tornado. We saw the tornado just get released.
Second serve. 10 minutes remaining. Second serve. Point.
Good serve by Kyle. He's been working on that.
There's one of those free points, though, that you don't want to give up right now.
Still plenty of time for Tempe to make a run here.
Second serve.
All right, putting together a little bit of a run here.
The Selkirk-sponsored Kyle Kazuda absolutely putting the hammer down on that ball.
Timeout. Receivers. Timeout receivers. 12
And a timeout from, I believe, the Scottsdale Scorchers. And we got an 8-point game now. Really quick turnaround. Quick 4 points. We are just making sure that all of the scoring tables are correct. Making sure that everything is taken care of. We got a great night here at Tuesday Night Pickleball. We got a sold-out crowd. We got some of the best pickleball players from around town coming to support their friends. We got food from Wellesley's Pizza and Wellesley's Pizza and pasta. I think they brought the pasta today. Unbelievable food. We got snacks for everybody. We got our official beer, the Fat Tire beer, for our fans to enjoy. And you can just tell if you're looking around, everybody's enjoying their time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything here.
So there's a quick 5 points for the Tempe Tornadoes. That's very big for them.
Great counter by Kyle.
So maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe not the best speed up there. Just going right at Kyle's body. That he loves that ball. Quick ball down.
The classic commentator curse. As soon as we gave the Scorchers a compliment about their decision making, everything started to get a little bit suspect.
Wow, and 7 points. They bring the game back to a 5-point game where they started, and they are on a little roll.
Second serve.
Again, shot selection just not being the cleanest. Oh, the net almost bringing that one back.
So Kyle and Dana going on an 8-0 run. I love to watch this.
Kyle's there in plenty of time.
I know exactly what Caden's talking about. They're saying it might have hit the post. It might have hit the post before it body bagged her. They are gonna.
Okay, side out.
Oh, good sportsmanship from the Tornadoes, giving over that point.
The Tornadoes knew what happened. They were closest to it. The ball did hit the post, meaning it was out before it actually hit them. So only an 8-0 run. Wow, that was quite the run.
They do still get a second serve. Or do they not?
You have 16. Yes,
Was that on the
yes,
second
you're right.
serve?
That was on
Right
the
serve.
second.
My apologies.
No worries. What a good run for them.
Second serve.
You can tell Kyle and Dana are settling into this game nicely. It's very obvious, and this is where Caden and Michelle have to make a little bit of a slow the game down a little bit, maybe.
Side out.
Not the best decision making again.
There it is. There it is.
That's the tail here with the Scorchers here at the end of this quarter.
Second serve.
Calcott moving a little bit too early to the middle there.
Second serve. Side out.
Little love off the net
20,
for Caden. He'll
16.
take that.
6:05 remaining. First serve.
So I think Kyle needs to go back cross court there. Just he's sitting so close to the line on this side.
First serve.
Regardless.
Second serve.
So here's the time where I think Caden and Michelle can settle in. They got a point on this serve. Really extend this point a little bit. See if they can't get a couple more.
Side out.
Not a bad side out from the
21.
Tornadoes. Only 1 point lost.
So going into the final 5 minutes, we had the first 5 minutes were an obvious Scottsdale Scorcher win. The last 5 minutes were an obvious Tempe Tornado win. So we'll see how this ends up here.
Leave.
First serve. Second serve.
I think Dana was a little in between the drop and the drive there. Couldn't quite make up her mind.
Second serve. Side out. 17-21. First serve.
What did he say at the end?
ATP miss.
Second serve.
All right.
4:11 remaining.
Things are getting a little tight right now.
Yeah, you can.
Second serve.
You can kind of tell the game's kind of turning into a little bit quicker than maybe what the Scottsdale Scorchers want. But here's an opportunity for the Tempe Tornadoes to make a little run.
Dana Raga's taken over on that point. I don't even think Kyle did anything beyond the serve.
No, I don't think so. Do you think that maybe there's an opportunity there for them to look at that type of point and say, hey, maybe that's what we want to see a little bit more of?
Yeah, I think Dana's quality of third allows Kyle to move up and be aggressive, so I'm okay with Dana taking maybe even a little bit more in the middle to bring Kyle up. So
I like that too.
A presence up at the line.
That's the same combination we've seen about 3 different times, and that's how they started their run there.
Second serve. Side out.
Still some good progress there. Now we're down to a 2-point
19,
lead for the Scottsdale Scorchers.
Yes, they've made a little bit of comeback. Since it was 7-0, we have an 11-1 run.
Dana played that point perfectly until that last ball.
The last ball is all that I got. Good get by Caden.
2-minute warning, timeout.
Heading in to the Jigsaw Health break, we got an 11-9 quarter 2 lead right now for the Tempe Tornadoes. We are heading in to the Jigsaw Health break. We'll be right back after this.
Not today. Break's over. You dropped something.
That's a wicked backhand.
Irina, give us a clap. There we go.
I'd like to do that part.
Action.
No. I was like,
Since when does he say action?
We're bombing it so hard. It started with the fact that I forgot my lines.
Did you cut? Still rolling? God, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, we are. We should probably cut after this one.
That's what you said last time. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep. I've been in all of these.
Let's cut.
We are back from the Jigsaw Health break. We got a 22-19 lead right now for the Scottsdale Scorchers through almost 2 quarters. Let's see how this last 2 minutes ends up.
Point.
Great drop from Mrs. Key there.
First serve. Second serve. 23-19, 150 remaining. Second serve. Side out. 19-23, 145 remaining. First serve. Point.
All right, Tempe will appreciate that quick point.
They needed that quick point.
First serve. Point.
Maddie Torin over here on the scores desk, looking like she's playing the piano with how many buttons she's hitting over here.
First serve. Second serve.
It's a great lead.
21-23.
I think he ducked all the way underneath that one, if I'm not mistaken. He was on the ground.
First serve. Excuse me. Second serve.
Uh-oh. She's thrown up a tornado. The Tornadoes are within 1 point.
22-23.
After what we saw at the
remaining.
beginning of this game,
Second
were you
serve.
expecting this?
I wouldn't say that
Side
I was
out.
necessarily expecting it, but I knew it was a possibility with this team. They're solid. The format lends itself to some
First
comebacks if you can keep the ball on your side. And, yeah, all good, clean pickleball.
Absolutely.
Point.
So
51 seconds
Kim
remaining.
C
24,
in the crowd
22.
was able to win quarter 1 on the squares.
First serve.
And right now, 4-1.
Point.
Oh, sorry about that. 4-2.
First serve.
Carrie has the win. So Carrie's really looking for no
Second
more points
serve.
scored possible.
Hayden
45 seconds
helping her out on
remaining.
that missed third.
Yeah, she
Second serve.
made eye contact with her in the crowd.
Side out. 22, 25. 40 seconds. First serve. Second serve. Second serve. Point.
Good third by Dana.
Carrie's not happy about that one.
30
She's
seconds.
not, but we're
Second
happy for
serve.
some more pickleball.
Absolutely.
Point.
Big overhead from Kyle. With 18 seconds left, we got a 1-point
18
game
seconds.
on the 2.
Kyle hitting so big, his microphone's falling all over the place.
Second serve.
Got a Caden down, a man down.
Caden fell.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Ending quarter 2, 25-25. We love to see that. In the last, about 10 minutes, we had a 17-5 run for the Tempe Tornadoes to throw us into halftime. Wow, what a quarter that was. We will do a halftime analysis coming to you guys right after this.
Ah, yes. If you want to get more natural vitamin A and vitamin D, then listen to me. The cod liver's always cleaner in the Alaskan Sea. You're used to that normal fish oil, but that is a fallacy. No, it's cause the fish are line caught, fresh frozen in deep water. When you're fishing in Dutch Harbor, you'd better wear a coat. Alaskan Sea. Alaskan Sea. The cod liver's better when it is captured sustainably. Out on the boat, say fish a day, and it's flash frozen right away. Cod liver's greater when it is from Alaskan Sea. Ha 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 ha! Alaskan Sea, Alaskan Sea. The cod liver's better when it is captured sustainably. If you want to look and feel your best, put this cod liver to the test. Cod liver's greater when it is from the Alaskan Sea. Yeah!
What an awesome first half. We just saw the greatest commercial of all time. The cod liver oil from the Alaskan Sea. There was nothing better than watching DJ Pickle in a lobster costume, I don't think.
I think that might make our top 3. Do you think that goes above the Clean Lob winners?
Ooh.
I think it might have to, Danny, if I'm being honest.
It's not ahead of Miss Hit Winners, because Miss Hit Winners is the greatest thing in pickleball.
Right. And then chicken's number 2. Is that our order? Did we do chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken number 2?
I might put DJ Pickle in a lobster costume over chicken? Challenge Chicken.
Yeah.
The number 2. Awesome to watch. So we have a tie game, an unbelievable comeback from the Tempe Tornadoes. At one point, down 12 points with 10 minutes left in that second quarter. And you are watching the legend of Dana Rogest right now warming up for this women's doubles match. But I thought maybe they were having a little bit of what we would call a hangover from their first week, and they haven't been on since. But I don't think that's the case. I think that they're very much so in this game, ready to compete. And you got Dana and Cimarron taking on the likes of Michelle Key and Haley Newman. What do you like about this matchup for both teams?
I think we've got a little bit of fire and ice on both sides. I think Cimarron and Michelle are a little bit more offensive attacking players, while Dana and Haley are going to look to be a little bit more solid. It'll be interesting to see between Cimarron and Michelle who can pick their spots a little bit better. And we know Dana and Haley are going to do their thing. So.
Yeah, no, I love that. I think if it were a bettors game, which it actually is.
It is a bettors game.
It is a bettors game. Who has the advantage here?
I think I'm going to give the slight edge to the Tempe Tornadoes. I like, Dana coming fresh off of some big wins and her pro debut.
What do you think of this match so far tonight?
So, right now, Michael's partner Jess is a fellow Peoria Python, but also getting interviewed. And All of Michael's team's actually here today. I saw Treff running around.
Treff was here. I think I saw
I'm not sure.
Takako
Did you
as well.
see? Did you see?
Not sure.
Oh, I might have
for sure.
Takako.
Thought I saw her. We're all big fans. We love coming and supporting each other in this league. All big friends off the court, but definitely enemies on the court. Looking to
That's so true.
prove who's the best.
Dwayne, where's Dwayne? You won the money.
Dwayne was the winner of the money here in the second quarter. That last point was huge for him.
I'm gonna sell this up later.
I think he might have taken home $100. Wow, he's net positive by a lot. He can come to Tuesday Night Pickleball every week if he can do that.
Quarter 3. Time in. Second serve.
Here we go, starting what I call the crucial quarter.
Tell me why that's the crucial quarter, Danny.
It sets the tone for the men's game.
25,
Great way
25.
to put it. Yeah, I think.
And, you know,
First
if you can
serve.
set your men up with a good lead, you put them in position to be able to hold it and not put as much pressure on them if they have to make their next
Second
run.
serve.
Yeah, we've only seen a couple of comebacks in that fourth quarter going into the,
Second serve.
down. And
Absolutely.
Luckily, I was on the good side of that with the Pythons in week 1.
Yeah.
Point.
You know, I think the other thing is that these teams are there's so much opportunity here for these two teams because both teams can go on some big runs. Both teams have the opportunity to maybe not just put their men in a good position to win, but also just their entire team. This is what could actually win the game for them.
26. First serve.
What a setup from Dana. Beautiful
good.
third,
So good.
followed up by a great poach in the middle of Cimarron.
Absolutely.
First serve. Point.
And then a good serve that stayed low.
First serve.
We've seen quite a few big serves, getting some free points tonight.
Uh-oh.
And there's another one right as we talk about it. Danny, talk about how crucial
First
it is
serve.
to get some free points every once in a while.
Yeah, well, it's a momentum changer, right? So there's a lot of times when you're working for points and points seem so hard to come by. And when you can just accidentally get one of those that just falls a little wide, falls a little long, or hits the net,
29,
tape sometimes,
25.
it's just like one of those, like, you get
First
to take
serve.
a sigh of relief almost. And so in pickleball, it's just so big, especially at such a high level too. Since they're not always given away, it just feels good to be on the winning end of that rather than the losing end of that. Because I've been
First
on the
serve.
losing end, and trust me, it's not fun.
Second serve.
So a quick 5-0 run for the Tempe Tornadoes.
Second serve.
Let's see if they can hold this.
Point. 31-25. Timeout. Receiver.
Kyle Kazuda getting the crowd fired up.
Wow.
He's happy coming off of that 6-0 run.
6-0 run to start the match. You know, you were only 2 minutes into this one. This one could be fun. It's been because I think they went on a 17-5 run plus add 6 onto that. So in the last, since 10 minutes left in the second quarter, there's a 23-5 run, which is just awesome. I mean, like, that's exactly what you need. Like you were talking about earlier, when you're able to capitalize on points and make these runs worth more than 1 or 2 points and able to get those big runs going, that's how you win games out here in Tuesday Night Pickleball.
Yeah, I also want to give a quick shout out to Danny Jensen for the quick math. There's no calculator back here. That's all off the top of the dome.
Yeah, there's 2 things I'm good at: talking and quick math, as long as it doesn't involve like letters.
No algebra.
Yeah, no algebra. We prefer just straight simple math out here.
Time. Yes, that's
Luckily,
right.
no letters involved in
Second
pickleball.
serve.
Yeah. Thank God I can already get. I'm having trouble keeping track anyway.
Exclamation on
Michelle
that put away
said,
from Michelle Key.
I am not dealing with that anymore. High ball's going away.
First serve. Second serve.
So you'll see that sometimes Dana and Cimarron off the return, they will choose to not
Second
unwind the
serve.
stack. Cimarron is very comfortable on both sides, even though she's got that backhand in the middle, and Dana is as well.
Yeah, no, that's great. Good job noticing that.
Thank you, Dana.
And there's, they're both throwing up tornadoes.
That is a dangerous sign when you got two tornadoes in the same
and that's
court
exactly
thrown up.
that's exactly what we were looking at right there. That's that backhand from Dana through the middle.
Second serve. 31-25.
Sometimes the excitement of that last point can kind of trickle in and
Absolutely.
make you try to play that next ball too perfect when you get the ball back.
Point.
Big ball there from Cimarron on that left hand.
Second serve. Point.
Cimarron with the unconventional but quick hands there. She'll take that play.
Second serve.
Unconventional but quick. We love that.
I think if Cimarron had a tagline, it would be unorthodox but quick.
Yes.
Side out.
Awkward but still
25,
great.
33.
She's the first to say it too, folks. So
No, she'll happily announce that.
First serve.
I think she actually does, if I'm not mistaken, in her intro.
that could very well be correct.
Point.
I think her ears were getting a little warm hearing us talking about her too much.
Is the commentator's curse, guys. We do it on purpose so we can even out the scores.
And that finally puts an end to an 8-0 run.
Second serve.
Also, having two forehands, on the outside gives a much different look for players that are used to kind of playing on those edges to get away from the forehands.
Completely.
Now when you have them on the outside, it's actually kind of reversing all of your patterns.
That's a great point, Michael.
I think Michelle heard us because she just had her next drop more towards the middle, got to see the Cimarron backhand.
Second serve.
Yeah, no, I actually saw her look over here and nod.
I'll have to send her an invoice for that coaching tip.
Point.
So, three missed shots by Cimarron there, giving
Second serve.
three. I mean, this is pickleball, right? Like, where not a lot of times you don't always have to be scoring the points necessarily, but
Side out.
just not making those little mistakes.
Yep, absolutely. It's a game of
33-28.
unforced errors, unless you can hit beautiful drop shot winners like that from Dana.
Isn't that the
First
truth?
serve.
It was actually a topspin drop shot winner. Great hands and put away by Michelle.
Dirty. That was dirty.
Second serve. Point.
So one thing that I think is
34-28.
underestimated at any level is
Second
put away
serve.
power.
Yeah.
Being able to put away a ball that you need to put away is so key in pickleball. It's those second chance points. It's like offensive rebounds in basketball.
Yeah.
Point. 8:14 remaining.
Cimarron bringing over some strategy from mix and
Second
actually
serve.
bringing out that Ernie
I
again.
think so.
Point. 36-28. Yes. Second serve. Point.
Michelle looking to be aggressive there. I like the play, but tough to
Timeout,
execute when that ball's
receiver.
sitting below the net.
That is very true. They take a timeout, down 9. And, this is one of those things that we are able to notice sometimes when you're sitting here just being able to analyze the game and not necessarily being in the game, because being in the game is so different. But Dana's able to take control, and you know what? It's just making more balls.
Yeah.
It's making that next ball, making the other team also make a ball, right? So key in pickleball. If there's anything I can give as a tip to maybe a beginner or somebody learning pickleball, it's get the ball back over the net.
Yeah.
I mean, like, sometimes that alone can win you a point. It doesn't always have to be the best shot, but something very, very underrated in pickleball.
Yeah, absolutely. You can be dominant by being the player that just makes the least amount of unforced errors. It doesn't always have to be the flashy shots.
Yep.
We see some of the top players of the game execute over and over again, do nothing flashy, and they're on the podiums over and over again.
Every time. It is fascinating, but honestly, extremely fun too, because it's a skill in itself to be able to have such good defense. Kyle's somebody that you guys can watch, where he has great defense and hard to score points.
You mentioned put away power earlier, Danny.
37.
Oftentimes the women have just as quick hands and
First
they're
serve.
really high level athletes, but they don't always have the same put away power as the men, which
Point.
actually sometimes can lead to some more entertaining, longer lasting
6:55 remaining.
firefights, battles at the kitchen line, and
First
that's
serve.
why a lot of people actually prefer watching women's doubles to some of the other events.
Absolutely. There's no better way to put it.
Second serve.
Right on cue, we had a couple of good gets there before Dana was finally able to put it away.
Yeah, Dana showing
Second serve.
where she belongs right here. Loving that right side or that left side with her forehand in the middle, and really putting a lot of pressure actually on those dinks to people's feet.
Like the move from Michelle, just couldn't
First
quite
serve.
execute.
Point. 6:02 remaining.
Cimarron actually making the exact same move as Michelle, but she's a
First
lefty
serve.
and has a forehand in the middle instead, able to execute.
Exactly.
Point.
Very good working her way up to the kitchen. She literally, I think, walked to the kitchen, but it was just reset, sitting at the kitchen.
Getting low on each one of those
Point.
resets. Cimarron's been putting some time in the gym. You can see it in the quads as she's getting down.
First serve. Second serve.
Need to use a little bit more of those
legs
to get the ball over on that draw.
Second serve.
40-29. We got an 11-point game here.
Point.
And we finished with the fire, but one of the things that I love about watching Dana is how
41.
effortless she makes a lot of her thirds and
Second
fifths
serve.
look as she's getting up to the line.
Or even, you could just say that about every shot of hers. She just is so cash.
She's very casual,
And
fun to watch.
So fun. Sometimes too cash.
Point.
Why are we're complimenting people, guys, and the ball's going out. It's
Exactly.
like, come on.
The commentator curse is very real, very
Yes.
casual put away, led to an
Second
unforced error.
An underrated third in the game of
49,
pickleball
42.
is this like 50% drive.
18 remaining.
Yeah, that's what I
First
call
serve.
the cross between a drive and a drop. It's the drip, as I
drip.
would say.
It's so underrated, very rarely missed. It dips a little bit below the net, and it allows you, one, time to get up because their next ball has to come up a little
First
bit,
serve.
but it also just gives you a better fifth.
Great get by Michelle, keeping them alive and actually securing the point for them.
So Sim on those last two going for a
First
little
serve.
bit too much. She can just keep the ball in there a little bit. And she knows it. That's why she's screaming at herself.
Second serve.
Just barely drops
Drops right into that little corner.
Just enough topspin from the head radical tour of Cimarron Gonzalez.
Great point. And another good
Side
spot.
out, 42,
That outside,
31.
outside foot.
First
Next
serve.
couple of minutes will be really crucial for the Scottsdale Scorchers. If they can keep it within striking distance, Paisley and Caden are more than capable of making a run in that next quarter.
You know, if you're Sim and Dana, and, you know, I don't want to
Second serve.
jinx anything, but, you know, just keep it.
Point.
And here's an easy point again that we were talking about. Those easy points add up. But, you know, if they can keep the ball in play for a
Second
little
serve.
while, keep that point high. Don't let Michelle and Haley back in.
Yeah.
Side out.
Ideally, they want longer points, maybe
31,
taking a little bit more
43.
time in between points. Obviously, that
First
all matters quite a bit to, you know, give their team, their men, the best lead possible going
Second
into the
serve.
fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
2:24 remaining. Second serve. Point.
And Haley and Michelle are looking to do the opposite. Good quick point there from Michelle,
Yeah.
coming across the middle and being aggressive.
Looking to get this serve
Second
off
serve.
before the 2-minute warning. And they do.
And Michelle again coming across the middle, giving
point.
herself a
Heading into the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Timeout.
A 10-point game, 18-8 here in the third quarter. It's really just fascinating to be able to see and watch. But we are heading to a quick Jigsaw health break. Let's be back right after this.
In pickleball, the last thing I want to think about when I'm playing is cramping or if you're able to perform 100%. Last US Open, I was playing singles and I was feeling like my right calf was getting like really stiff. And I was just like, okay, how can I help my body to perform better? When I start taking Jigsaw products, I'm gonna have energy, I'm gonna have good endurance, and I don't have to worry about me being tired or I'm gonna cramp, so I can just play 100%. You only have one body, so you need to take care of it.
Action.
Cody, you just gotta use a little finesse, man.
Action.
Finesse!
Time in. Second serve. Point.
Easy. Michael, those are those easy points that we're talking
Second
about.
serve.
Yep, really important, especially as you're trying to close the gap.
Point.
Maybe an outball play there, but the Scottsdale Scorchers will take that.
No, Odd, you're right. Oh, sorry, no, over here, Odd. There you go.
We'll get things right here before we get this next point off.
Second serve. Side out.
So I think
43,
that the
35.
Tornadoes made a little bit of a adjustment there, noticing that every time
First serve.
that backhand comes through, and if it's too low, it's very hard to pull down.
Point.
Big swing from Michelle. Probably needs to be a little bit more compact on those counters.
Absolutely.
First serve. Second serve.
Cimarron's going to want that
106.
one back. Dana did a great job to get her
Yeah.
a nice high ball, and unfortunately just clips the
Second
top of
serve.
the tape and sits back on her side.
So do we have a bottom three list for what we dislike?
Side out.
like a overhead tape shot.
We don't like overhead tape shots. It's probably
that hurts
pretty bad. I'd say missing a serve might be the worst feeling in all of pickleball.
Yep.
So those are my 1 and 2. And I'd say missing a high put away across the middle might be number 3.
I'm thinking that there might be something else that we might be able to throw in there. I'm going to look for it. That's what I'm going to do.
That's just our first 3.
Yeah.
But something could come in.
Side out. 44-35. 43 seconds.
You know what's a pretty bad feeling in pickleball? When you get like a perfect Ernie and it gets dug on you.
That's unfortunate, yeah.
Point.
I like the counter attempt from
31
Haley.
seconds.
I think she needs to be a little bit further up on the line. But
First serve.
other than that, good shot selection, just not the best position for that shot.
Agreed.
Point. 24 seconds.
46-35.
First serve.
An 11-point lead in this quarter.
Yes.
Second serve. 46-35.
Scottsdale would love to get
Second
a
serve.
quick side out and then the opportunity at a couple of cheap points.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Fortunately, they give up a cheap point of their own.
What you don't want to do right now, though, and I was going to say the
11
exact same
seconds.
thing as what you were saying. Like right now, you got 11
Second
seconds
serve.
left. Get the ball back and just end this because you're at 22-10.
Side out.
You don't want it to, and that's a good. They kind of gave them one there, but
47.
you don't want to go down 24-10, in this quarter.
Yeah. Okay, look at one last point here.
I think that's the end of the third quarter. We thought we were going to get one more, but it is ended. It is a 47-35 lead. The Tempe Tornadoes come in and say, this is our game, and we're going to set this up for Kyle and Craig to close down. Pessa and Caden have a chance. They need to play lights out. What do you think is, and you know what? We might have to do a quick little jigsaw health break. But when we come back, we're going to have to break down how this fourth quarter is going to have to go. We'll be right back after this.
Did anyone see you? Nice.
Want to go drive a forklift?
We are excited to get back here for the fourth quarter. We got a 12-point lead. Wow. Dana and Cimarron kind of took over that third quarter, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if Craig and Kyle can hold off this awesome duo between Caden and Pessa. Michael, give us what you think has to happen here for Caden and Pessa to make a little bit run and make this close.
I think it's actually going to come down to which team is a little bit more patient, picks the spots correctly. Both of these teams have great counters on all four wings, and I think it's going to be who can be the most patient, really work the points correctly, and wait for that right ball.
Yeah. No, I completely agree, and I think, you know, what do you think that Kyle and Craig are going to be looking for? Is there going to be a specific thing that they're going to target? Is there going to be a specific thing? I mean, we play with these guys a lot. There's an opportunity here for for Kyle and Craig to really slow down maybe the pace of play.
Yeah.
Since they're up by 12, they don't need to score a ton of points. What they need to do is make sure that if Caden and Pessa can't score 12 points in general, they can't win.
That's exactly right. I think Kyle and Craig are definitely a counter-oriented team. They like teams speeding up to them, getting impatient, and they're able to capitalize on those bad decisions from the opposing team. Pace is known to be one that has a lot of tricky speed ups, and so if he's not picking the correct spots, that can get him in trouble.
Absolutely. You know, I could see this going one of two ways, and I'll tell you why. One way is, you know, a comeback kind of creates and happens, and that's with Pessa and Caden being able to do the correct things that they're really looking forward to doing. But the second thing is that it could extend, because if you're forcing too much, if you're trying too much, and maybe you're feeling the pressure of the game kind of closing in on you, then all of a sudden you're down a few extra points than maybe you would have been by just being a little bit more careful, and that may be the difference in this.
Yeah, I agree. I think they need to be patient. 15 minutes is a lot of time, and so it's, you know, more than possible that they could, you know, pull off this comeback. And I think that's what the fans want. Of course, the Scottsdale fans especially, but I think everybody would like to see kind of a tight finish towards the end with some really good pickleball throughout.
It's been a couple weeks since we've had a tight finish, and since your game against the Scottsdale Scorchers.
Right.
And I think that everyone's really looking forward to seeing if Pessa and Caden can make this comeback. And actually, I'll put a little hot take together and say it might actually come down more on Caden than it does on Pessa.
Why do you think that?
I think that Caden, if he rushes a few balls, can beat himself, but Caden also has the ability to beat you. If he's taking the correct balls and putting balls in the correct places, he might have the most natural skill on the court. So I think Caden's going to be able to either take over this game, and it's going to be very dependent on what Caden can do.
Yeah.
And we all know it's possible, right?
Yeah.
Caden playing his best is very scary.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that really likes to play in front of a crowd, likes playing underneath the big lights, and I could totally see him getting amped up and kind of bringing out the best in himself for this.
You know, the first 5 minutes is going to set the tone for what's going to happen, I think. The players are getting in their sides, but, you know, that first 5 minutes, if you can cut that lead down to 8, you know, you don't want the lead to go to 16.
Yep, a lead of 8 is better than a lead of 16 if you're the Scottsdale Scorchers.
Exactly, and
you
know what?
Good math again by Danny Jensen.
That's just quick. It's just quick math. It's quick math. Maybe I add that as like number 4, number 5 on things we like to do here at
Quick
Jigsaw. Yeah, quick math.
Yeah, one of your top 2 skill sets, and then one of the things we like the most at the Orchard.
Yeah, so it's specifically addition and subtraction. We don't even like multiplication very much.
Yeah, anything even close to algebra or calculus.
Yeah.
That's
remember, multiplication actually does have an X in it.
Quarter 4, time in. Second serve.
Remember, we don't like letters.
No letters.
Side out.
And not the start that Scottsdale was looking for. A quick side out for the Tempe Tornadoes.
Yes.
First serve. Point.
And just like in mixed, Craig is going to be looking to drive a lot of thirds in men's as well.
First serve.
Yeah, I think most of your speed ups are going to be going towards Kyle if you're Caden and Pessa, and then most of your
first serve.
You know, your dinks, Craig and Kyle are going to want to get Craig into the dink, right? So I think that they're going to try to push that, but we'll see kind of where it goes.
Second serve.
Quick little 2-0 lead.
Side out. 35-49.
Did you see that ball at the roof?
You know, I did. It's hard with those clouds up there, but I did notice the ball hit the roof. I actually think I'm gonna say that like a roof ball is a little bit less common than what I thought it would be in here.
Second serve.
Yeah, fortunately, the Orchard is great about letting a lot of the players practice in here, so I think a lot of us have gotten pretty dialed in. but still hard to do with a pretty low roof on those lobs. And to really make sure that you're still clearing your opponent is tough to do indoors.
Yeah. You know what? I actually almost think that it forces more clean lobs because you're actually going a little lower, but also might accidentally, unintentionally end up with more too low of lobs where you're getting it smoked back in your face.
Second serve.
Hot take.
Point.
Scottsdale not coming out very clean to start this quarter. They're going to want to tidy things up here pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're going to need to. 15-point game.
Side
Speed
out.
from Craig. Great look, great rip.
35-50.
Just a little deep.
Yeah, about a good foot.
Second serve.
And you'll notice from Tempe, when they have the ball, they'll probably look to have Kyle on the right, but as they're returning, they're very comfortable with either Kyle or Craig on the left or right. So one thing to watch.
Side out.
Good look for Caden, good swing.
50-35.
Just unfortunately had that put away hit the tape, which is another one of those things we don't like.
First serve.
Kyle and Craig back into the stack.
You're good.
Second serve.
We love him.
Point.
I'd like to see Pesa be maybe a little bit more aggressive, insert himself a little bit more. Right now they are playing to Caden quite a bit, and I think Pesa should look to get involved here.
It's a very, very clear.
Point. Timeout receiver.
It's a very, very clear game plan that the Tornadoes have come out with, starting here with a 5-0 run in the first 4 minutes. And this is exactly what we just talked about 4 minutes ago. The game could go either way, and I think that like those first few points are the most important points of this fourth quarter. Because right now, 5 points the other way, you're looking at a 7-point game instead of 5 points this game and putting your lead up to 19 or 17 or whatever it is. I think I almost messed up the math.
You're good. I think you brought that back in. And just a quick shout out to all the fans that are, still watching in the fourth quarter. This is where things get spicy. It's fun. I know my mom's at home, watching this match. So shout out to Mom as well.
Shout out to my mom as well. I don't even think she might not be watching, but still shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mom, dude. Shout out to all moms.
All mom.
But especially Danny. Because they're
and Maddie's.
better.
Put your mom in that?
And Maddie's mom.
All right, Maddie's
Those
mom.
Those three moms, elite moms.
Elite moms.
Everybody else's mom is great too, but just not in the elite tier with Danny, Maddie, and mine.
Agreed.
What was that right there, Danny?
What was that?
What was that right there? That was an ATP.
Second serve.
Oh, that was an ATP.
Can you tell the fans at home what that stands for?
ATP means around the post.
Side out.
What ends up happening
35,
is that the
53.
post is actually out of bounds. So if you hit the post, you don't win the point. This is what we saw happen to Dana earlier. But when you can go around the post, some people may call it their favorite play in pickleball. I don't think that that's my favorite play. I like miss-hit winners.
You like the miss-hit winner?
Point.
I do.
Speaking of miss-hits, Kyle miss-hitting that return, giving them their first point of the quarter here.
Yes. That ball had some action on it.
Point.
Caden doing a better job in that cross-court dink rally with Craig.
So
there.
I actually like Craig. They're sticking with the outside dink. He's beat him there about 4 times. And I know he tried to transition it into the inside dink. But I think he could have stayed consistent and just let Caden try to do too much a little bit, But to each their own.
Second serve.
And again, these are all non-expert opinions coming from yours truly.
Danny, you're around enough experts to where you've at least got a semi-expert opinion.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. It's
I'm
like,
not one of those experts.
It's like
but we know some experts.
I'm kind of like able to
Timeout,
repeat what they
53,
say, so
38.
it makes me almost, sound pretty good. But mental math, that's where it's at, guys.
First serve.
There's Pesa looking to be more aggressive in the middle. I like that. Great defense by both Craig and Kyle on that play, getting themselves back to neutral and
Sim
stealing a point.
and even some of the crowd, I might have even seen Joe Prince over there throwing up a tornado wag.
Yep, Joe Prince, maybe one of the biggest Tempe Tornado fans that you'll see.
Yeah, I think that Joe actually has a flag at his house flying of the Tempe Tornadoes.
I think it's extremely accurate.
Yeah,
he had to special order that himself, but
he did.
Joe's the type of guy that's all in on his Tempe Tornado franchise.
Absolutely. So there it is. Our first real Ernie of the day. Oh, no. Sim had two. Sim had two.
Had a couple Ernies.
Yeah, but from Caden, that is. First Ernie. We thought we were going to see
I think it was the
more.
first airborne Ernie.
Yeah, for sure.
Cimarrons were equally as fun to watch, maybe not as equally athletic.
That's very fair.
Good lead by Pesa.
And
7:30 remaining.
little comeback here brewing, at least in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Things can change quick in pickleball.
Second serve.
I still think Caden and Pesa are having a little bit harder of a time than Craig and Kyle at just even getting up to the line to start the point.
Completely agree.
Side out.
They're again missing a transition
54,
shot.
39.
That's uncharacteristic for Pesa. They're going to want to clean that up here pretty quickly in order just to give themselves a chance.
That's a good point.
Point.
And unfortunately, one error trickling into the next point. And
we need a name for misreturns that aren't misreturns. I don't like saying misreturn.
Maybe we should call it a whoopee or something. Something
A whoopee?
fun. A whoopee, a wookie. Make of a
whoopee?
A whoopee. I like that.
We just call them whoopies for now?
Yeah, whoopies.
Whoopee.
Misreturns are now referred to as whoopies.
I like that.
Great defense.
Point. 57.
Now I just been
39.
Now I want
to this quarter.
Now I want to call.
First serve.
Now I want to call everything a whoopee. Any
Well, that takes away from the magic.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's a great return right there.
Second serve.
But as I was saying earlier, Tempe Tornadoes have
Second
done
serve.
not only just a great job of getting to the line, but also recovering back to the line after a pop-up here and there. Tons of great defense.
Side out.
Very tricky flip shot.
57.
Tioni, like you said, he's known for that. Was wondering when we were going to see a couple of those.
Craig's over here getting input from his wife on if that ball's in. I'm not quite sure if we know if that's legal or not, but
I mean, I've heard, that when you're married, you two come together, and it's a holy union as one. So I'm sure that's fine.
I just saw a challenge chicken thrown. I think that they just want to make sure that's in and give themselves, they're going to take a timeout anyway, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not throw it?
Craig, as a good husband, trusts his wife, Haley,
Yes.
and
Look at that.
she made the out call.
I think that's right on the line. A great ball from Pesa.
Great ball.
I see Maddie Torin throwing the in sign.
Yep.
Is that what I'm seeing over there? The youngest certified referee giving a straight in sign, and we will see if Brenda and Leslie agree. They're kind of on opposite ends, so I'm kind of just getting.
So far,
we're getting Maddie's official call over here, but we're going to see what they say down
The
here.
Tornadoes challenged their own in call. The ball was in. The score remains 57-39.
Great call by Maddie. Fun fact, I have heard Maddie's actually never missed a call in all of her refereeing.
You know what? I did know that. She's a
Time in.
that's actually
First
why they gave her the certification so early on, is they said this girl has never been wrong, and awarded her with it, the certified referee. So, yeah, if you're lucky enough to have her on your courts, you know that you're getting perfect calls. That is what we call athletic.
Yep.
That was
all around athleticism on the side of Scottsdale Scorchers right there.
Yes, that was awesome. Ooh, I think there's a little tape ball coming through, and I think it threw Kyle off a little bit. I may be wrong, but that's my guess.
Second serve.
10-6 lead for the Tempe Tornadoes here in Q4.
Side out.
Middle ball,
57,
middle
41.
overhead from Kyle with the 002 Selkirk paddle.
First
Putting the
serve.
ball away.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to ankle it off or do anything fancy. Sometimes the best play is just right down that middle.
Absolutely.
Point. 4:17 remaining. First serve.
Time and time again, Kyle and Craig just putting in extra balls.
59,
So
41.
I think we talked about it earlier.
First serve.
Make that next ball, right? And that's what Kyle and Craig are doing today, and it's proving to be very effective.
I think that's probably one of the most important things. You talked about it earlier, just making balls as a beginner, but also just trying for that extra ball. Even when it seems out of reach, even when it seems like you're not going to hit a very high-quality shot back, if you can just get that over, maybe on the next ball you can do something to give yourself a chance. But it all starts with you just getting one more back.
Side out.
Not the best cross-court speed up. Pessa's sitting right there with the big forehand right in the middle.
I don't hate the play. I just don't know if it's the perfect play against two forehands in the middle.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Point.
Great put away flick from Caden.
So sitting here on 12-7,
First
fourth
serve.
quarter. You can see the Scottsdale Scorchers are trying to get the ball in play as quick as possible.
Point.
Trying to get a few points back. Sitting at, what is that, a 16-point lead right now?
Yep, quite the deficit.
Quite the deficit, especially with 2 minutes left. It's a big deficit. Because
this is when, as a team, you obviously want to make a push for this match, but you also want to understand that you've got an cumulative scoring for the entire season. So if you have any ties in terms of the actual record with another team, the point differential throughout all of your matches comes into play. So you want to be careful not to pull the trigger too fast, because you still need to get some quality points for your overall
Side out
score,
and 2-minute warning. Time
yeah,
out.
no, I mean, you're completely right. So we are going to head right now at the 2-minute warning into our final Jigsaw health break. We'll be with you right after this.
Hey, Lucy. I got your new paddle.
Congratulations. It's pretty awesome.
Would you sign it?
Of course, Patrick.
Wow.
Here you go.
Thanks, Lucy. Hey.
Action. Yes, her picture is on the front of the bag.
All right, this is for real. It's time to take one. Beautiful.
And then you jam the camera. Hold. Let me turn it a little bit for you.
Welcome back to Jigsaw Health. We are in quarter 4, the final 2-minute warning. We have the Tempe Tornadoes leading by 16, 59-43. And wow, we've seen just an awesome game tonight. The Tempe Tornadoes just playing very, very solid, eliminating a lot of unforced errors, which I think has been really the difference of this game.
The athleticism that Craig was known for wasn't quite enough to get up to that.
You know, Craig will be the first person that tells you that he's the most athletic person ever.
He will be. And it's because it's just straight facts. Speaking of some athleticism, there's Hayden with the second Ernie, I believe, of the quarter.
Second Ernie of the quarter, first put away.
Okay.
First put away Ernie.
First serve. Second serve.
Yep, that's good. That's good.
Hate the speed up from Pesa. I think he just needs to pick a better spot. It's tough to go to the Craig backhand. He's often sitting on that.
Point.
Uh-oh. Are we going to hear some?
That is a body bag.
Second serve. Point. 101 remaining.
Don't really like that play from
Second
Craig.
serve.
They've got the lead right now. No need to rush things. All right. Caden and Pesa actually have quarter 4 tied up at 12-12 apiece, but still down 12 in the overall score right now.
I know.
Great hands by Caden. Awesome get. Pesa's back in it. Oh. Great point all around. Fun to watch. Got the crowd involved. They're all cheering.
47. First serve. Point. 27 seconds. First serve. Point.
What is that, Denny?
24
That is, what are we calling it again?
That's a whoopee.
A whoopee. A whoopee. Gosh, we don't like whoopies. Or maybe we do like whoopies. Maybe
We like them now.
Maybe we should
the
just
name we've given them.
Maybe we should just own whoopies.
Oh, that's going out. Oh, just out from Craig.
Second serve. 12 seconds.
Scottsdale needs a quick
61-47.
point here in order to
Second
get the
serve.
ball back and have a chance at shrinking the lead a little bit and helping their overall score. That's
Slide
exactly
out.
what they get. 8 seconds left to put a couple of
47.
points on the board.
61. First serve.
Little tweener action from Caden Niemoff.
Second serve. Two seconds. Second serve.
14-point game going to the final point. What a game tonight was.
10 point.
Ends at a 13-point game.
61-47.
And we have concluded with the Tempe Tornadoes putting together another very strong performance. You got Dana sitting there at I think she was plus 12 plus 5, 17, plus 17 on the night. Played amazing. Kyle at plus 7 or 8, I believe. And I mean, just awesome play all day from every player out there. And I think we're gonna hopefully see as much as we can from maybe Kyle. I think Kyle might have got the MVP award.
I believe that's right.
And we will be back with you guys, I believe, live on the podcast here shortly on I think it's on YouTube. But what a night it was. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we are off to the podcast. Catch you guys soon. We are out on Tuesday Night Pickleball.